Because I'm sure right now they know, they have a clue of why they lost. J FFSM edidija. That's the reason why they lost. This is a classic coup d'etat against NPP. It is a classic coup d'etat against NPP. There are two things. This is not necessarily like a win, and I'll show you results at NPP for NDC in 2020, and the results at NDC and there's just a slight difference where NPP for Nankasa stronghold, Eastern region, Ashanti region, Greater Accra region, baby at 2016, Omotoma NPP no, Omoana Asatu etia NPP for. It is a coup d'etat against NPP. This is a coup d'etat against NPP. There's no other language I can use to describe this. This is a coup d'etat. 2.6 million people in Ashanti region did not vote. 2.6 people in Ashanti region did not vote. Greater Accra region, Bebranto. For the first time, we have a voter turnout of about 60% average. An unprecedented loss. Where unprecedented array for NPP for. And you see, the last time I make a say Nanado say Oko opposition should make a for grand chiano ewonifi. Kofo sending message and omudi matem. Now I'm saying a statue. Let me pull up my Facebook. Now I'm saying a statue or takrade. The cultural to Facebook say Nanado. Open a candidate to lose anana in the middle of a presidential contest. And a friend say a statue. Oh, me Nyabema Kofiton to Frank can me on the comment section. And I have for naye and I hear two before I won't hear. They say this is it's a coup d'etat against NPP. My report. You have made less than 100 seats in parliament. This is unprecedented. NPP for supporters and this one, you see, what's your campaign NDC for yeah. And share campaign be NDC akase. Omo ye extravagant campaign. NPP supporters now see a bema mu show down. And Lorisha a bimpon. NPP supporters and mama mu show down. In fact, say see I Canada Japan supporters that Kiki is a Omo ba for 2028. Omo ba for 2028. Ye tumu for muntie. Ye can't say muntie. Gabi Osarete da kuti Twitter. Make our program where so Mr. Gabi, stop tweeting. When stop on Minister of Information. Minister of Information crowd or Kasaka untie. Nina Gabi NTA. They say I make as a Gabi Sia Bontia. NPP for any issue. NPP supported boys now betting about. Say I make as a let Gabi as a step outside. See a boys and betting a bono. I'm talking on. This is what Akufo said. You can say more. As much as Obiaka's NPP, they didn't even have a plan for voting day and vote post-voting day. Coalition said, I can't say about a way. Like many African elections, a ways and means. Obviously, if you are paid, me Ghana. Mr. What? Me papa him. Me mama him. And family home. Nada. Matana Ghana 40 years. Oh dear. Maybe I'm okay. This is a classic example. Now, who we need 2016. Now go to for this to for 7
to company for no. Kojo Mahama or Kachans Abane, the Comnia before Natoye. So we are we can go to TV kind. So, Mahama Nakachan said, the com any before and a 2 year. As I can another also a catch and say, a comnia before so on so banwanya, the comnia before Bessa 20. Can tell another one so back, that's why I'm really here, a comnia before no, the pump Mahama, and be the pump.
And Jano 2 for kind or see come near any bread and a gun for the twaba. And to one banner who in the year that be one another cocoa tea. And fact, let's see what water region another cause in Amokrama to Amami. You catch them. Metiaya and I say that was a needless comment. We posted to Facebook. Monty. Who could see the statue? You can in every trail, and yet it's more stronghold. Eastern region, Ashanti region, Greater Accra region to my NPP in 2018. Central Region to my MPP 2018. Omukra Santomam 2020. Omwa Santoetiam. This is a classic. It is a classic coup d'etat against MPP. Classic coup d'etat. Monko fona no mo say ye coup d'etat tiam. Ye mamum babio. Omwa 2.6 million people did not vote. Ashanti Eastern Region manto almost 2.6 million people. Even now we are tamu to chrome for betcha nanado ewo jubilee. That's a nanado catch up. When you say buy a criticizing nanado person nanado. You cannot say in a moment to a mammy candidates since I decided to forget about you. They say to my attitude soon by now and nanado what they call a friend saying Ashanti Eastern Region. What but stronghold? You have major stronghold in Greater Accra Region for what me say I can't say. The fact that NPP munya 1 million votes in 2016. This is one to Obama NDC no crap to Obama MPP in 2016. 1 million extra votes. You underestimated it. You underestimated it. And to Obama, you any MPP from Kwana to Obama. MPP but you start with Uncroft on to Obama. So what can you do? So I mean that change the problem who say why they afraid of Muko Kumasi. Afraid of Muko see airport to Kumasi. Kumasi voters do not send a airport. Do not send a airport. Afraid of Muko interchange. More enemy I can't offer your crowd high library to demand that say the fact that NPP was going back doing back to back campaign no crash say or knew that grounds and yet they knew said grounds and yet about told you be a two things everybody knows either so be winning and I say ube lose and you'll be any this is why I want your points obia or about to be any to you win but this kind of thing loss where I am precedented that NPP even in 1996 for more less than 100 seats in parliament now on cross for kuku dan kesia mu nyina ya to tia omu nyina for tema NDC na ka tete na NDC body seat wo tema now NDC has tema east in last election we need tema east they still maintain tema east they have tema central won't declare but it's likely NDC will take tema central and you see one classic thing before anything I was saying before sack your national executive nyina or national executive code biao why you they must sack everybody Monasa executive sack everybody Mahama vision so because Mahama first 120 days in office or the key policies there I'll give you an estimate of those key policies no they are first 120 days I'll give you and I also give you some of the challenges that will be ahead of a friend saying Mahama Dieno we'll look at all that but this is serious and there's a bigger question that MPP must ask themselves would they survive after this election? Would they survive after this election loss? It's going to be very difficult. But if you're not more here, because like Jenny to know arrogance. Every before go budget, now that they are in the house, they go budget, they go calm down. Everybody will come to their level. There were so many mistakes that they made from day one. Start no way a year first about me. The architect of this loss, number one, and another. See. About to where NPP for lose no. The architect of writing of a loss no and another. This could retire NPP for suffer and another na cause and another and a cause number one because from 2017 asema otu for catch and okrat and another year juma so or the year juma and kawe na kramba tenanado e the year juma kawe emma clearly, Nanado they don't utilize advice for the man. No, or utilizing and came to do baby I want. You see, clearly, Nanado did not listen to the advisor for the man. And I know for so many people. You see, even when he came to a Kanofoyata, people were saying, Saki Kanofoyata or Kanofoyata. In fact, let me take you back to 2017, 2018. Now we're multimedia. Yeah, program we're doing end of the year analysis. Into enjoy from the in I said ye a NPP for betting me Nanado betting me correct ye and I may count say a if Nanado does not have any intention to even reshuffle his government, man intention be to reshuffle his government. Omu didi attempts and to the extent that fast forward in your government, while when people watch as a challenge, can offer onye ejumada. Can offer ejumada. You know, sometimes social public service worker, any private service worker, and yet the same, you need free work. Now the Emma and Profokum and back from them because people were upset clearly after banking sector crisis and how it was handled last week. Call it Bibas when they were talking about it, banking sector crisis. Anyhow, it was handled. No, Omoka say, "Would a unison China Profokum and to the extent on one another." So, former Chief Justice Yemami Gloria Kufu, and you need demonstration against domestic debt essay. Another one, Sakiniano. Unifree one. People were telling you how hopes money were telling you how Asante Vedio to our business. They were telling you how people still obviously if you see you insulted upon more Ghana card, but Ghana card the NPP lose 1 million times, but Ghana card is solid for Ghana. Ghana card heaven, but Ghana card is good for Ghana, but you won't free when you don't understand the issue. But Ghana card no Obia use ID card. Until they forget it. Mahama classic Ghana card here. He started it when he wanted us to he synchronized NHIS card, no, any Ghana card, voter ID card. Go back and check Mahama speech in 2015. Into who need answer now again what former don't come and argue about Ghana card, NHIS. They are national policies that no matter who wins or who loses, find your politics. No matter who wins or who loses, find politics. Ghana card is one of them. Ghana card, free SHS, health insurance. These things are things that Ghana or mine. No matter who wins, What I say, but the Americans say this shameful, this disgraceful, and laws. When people lose laws, this is unprecedented law. Unprecedented. And this makes me think about Electoral Commission, but this makes me think about the Akufo in Kenya. The NPP set up their campaign.
They are bereft of ideas and they are short of vision. They cannot solve the suffering of the people. All what they do out there during campaigns, in spite of the hardship, is to sing and dance Osisifia. That's all what they do. In times like this, when the ordinary Ghanaian is struggling to survive, they are dancing and singing Osisifia and sharing money. We want Ghanaians to see them as such and vote against them and sack them.
They were not on the ground. They were disconnected. But see, if you look at votes at NDC in 2020, it was around 6 million. In 2024, vote at NDC, President Mahama got almost 6 million. It's almost the same thing. It's almost the same. So far, PCFM online, your website, Mahama votes at 5.5, which is 59.34%. But the Electoral Commission, their manner, it's around 6 million total votes. NPP for vote so not NDC vote in increasing astronomically biasa. NPP for the boom and this is where the analysis now. I also talk about classic analysis. This is a coup d'etat by NPP supporters against MPP. This is a coup d'etat by NPP supporters against MPP. And of course, NDC want to my MPP. What's that? But this one, no, MPP supporters, no. And I was saying, voter turnout, so what I say, Obu crying, so I know what's not it, and on my catcher almost say, and to a banner, mamma, because Mumu yang, Monty, I say, Mum person Betty and Sam. This is it. Me say, I am a Becca and another, or call a fear. And collect crown command good morning when he goes into opposition. Because from day one, Nanado has been doing everything. Baumia should blame Nanado for this loss. Also blaming him. For the Baumia also the cracker, which is this religion. No, Professor, he don't research on the back. He was saying that religion was going to play one of the key roles in this election. Religion, I knew that way. The Muslims were confused. They were like, about me. In fact, one of the last most wrong move by Baumia was to go to Philadelphia. Sorry, hold on. And I had to go because Philadelphia not to my hobby. But what come here day? Israel, of course, Omudi and Deo, a scarf, your booty, so Obi money. So even the conservative and California are conservative for her, you Sunni, you Tijania, and you are Ahmadiyya, they were confused. And they say, you know, over you're Christian and not obey a Muslim. Emudia and Alpe, Emudia and Alpe, Emudia. Mama send message Amudia them there, and you don't jack. They are even NPP boy or Bugro NPP for no. Normal. This is exactly what NPP also did to NDC. You know, dear. Mama Mudia tell me, I'm your coins, which is somebody. That will be a Ghana Blasters name. Yenny Sudan Boko, ye, and I have to folk Nicoto. Oh, say they have a bomb match now. Will be a teasing your uncle. It's just part of it. Way on winning, we be winning. It's way winning and way teasing your uncle. But when you take it, who did you tell me? I did what your coins? I get your coins. About to be one person will win, one person will lose. Young drink Ghana or mine, or mining cost one or money here. Now, one of the key issues, any which is NPP for minority or more parliamentary. Right now, NPC has a blank check. NPC has a blank check because they more or two for video nature. NPP for and answer from vote to no munya in 2020. Because the most answer from 2020 now starting you correct your mistakes. Starting with second of President Kenoforiata, Nanado and just sack him. I told them, yeah, you see, and you are not no Professor Jampo research chair, you know, see. And for money between 18 years and 24, they will vote MPP because some of you free SHS. Or money between 25 years to 55, I'm going to breadwinner. And look at that bracket. Almost on a 25 to 55. China ni Dubai man. Will not vote. They said they will vote NDC. Professor Don Ferry said shows that MPP went you. And they didn't listen. They did not listen. They said it very clearly. Professor Don Ferry research or see between 25 years and 55 for MPP, they are voting NDC because some bracket the breadwinners, the quarter ban and collect DD, the tier light bill, the tier water bill, the CD dollar exchange rate in effect, the jump for man, the jump for man, Gustavo kind spare parts for the we said it here. And a chunk of those people who are greater Accra region, Eastern region, Ashanti region. MPP they didn't listen. And one said Greater Accra region, Eastern region, more typically, and this is the core of MPP. You see, that's the difference between MPP and NDC supporters. The typical NDC supporter on the other hand, too. So, by MPP supporter, and because most of our support base, you know, and they warned you people in 2021, 2.6 million people did not vote. 2.6 million people did not vote. Yenti Electoral Commissioner, now a reverend, you could see honestly, a prophet, only a grad, any idea, now they are all envisaging. Look, at the end, it's a prophecy or whatever. You must wait. Even if people didn't even have a contingency, they say, on one of the executives, they should sack them. Kodia, General Secretary Kodia. I'm just saying, your board would cry on my John Board would have done a better way. Timana Mutizi, your board will lose you, and I must say, oh, now John Board would have done a better way. Kodia, they should sack him. National Executive. If I show you the video, I found on my press conference, and on my and we will not tolerate any attempt to change the parliament. One way. The thing you shouldn't have tolerated, the arrogance, can you say more tolerated, the disrespect, can you say more tolerated, and no crime, can you say more catching another, and a friend say, a cabinet level, man can't channel. Man can't channel. Me and my committee be another first time buying. And I was saying, it's a free SHS and it's not the same, it's not the only thing that you can. Now, me, I tell you, no. Never do honor, you internally war critics were internal. Almost to me, can you maybe chill and sign a car bunting? Start to you, I'm going to better than I start you nothing. Monty, we can start you nothing, say a politically wrong move. I'm trying to pull it from me Facebook. We can say a politically wrong move. Me see me ami ni abema friends tonto oni me be twen na nya omo na ya ahemfo na ya propaganda kwa. Me as a journalist am I do over 20 something years. Me propaganda me who. Why are you doing that to yourself? Before being a kukudro catch a massa, you cannot do that. Don't do that. See, the main patcha will say, when you say Ghana for now to overwhelmingly for a you, overwhelmingly for Mahama, Ghanaians nakasa up to 8 years a year, first saying, or not to 8 years a year, or not to 8 years. Ghanaians themselves have voted against, especially NPP stronghold, or more to 8 years a year. So we don't like that. They voted against him. You can't won't and will be born in your one about sign or see Debbie now boom. You can't won't no. Debbie now boom. Carry no nowhere. And no. You can't won't ya and call your homework. Because we are homework now. Why? And it appears that NBC criticism for NBC now. You're criticizing NBC. NBC rather took it. They rather listened. NBC one mom fast and no yentie. Near homework. After all, you will never benefit. You never benefit, and you'll be never benefited. It would yet. Some comfort crab, say a professor, no more say, let us listen to their professors. They can hear to me at the age, man. NBC decided to do their homework, especially last minute, you know. They decided to tell them, you're finding account all the critics. You have come near your homework. This is what I posted. Let me pull it. This is what I posted. Nana do yes, you know, statue, you know. And I posted it. Read it, the honor. And I said, oh, Nanado, 5 weeks to elections. Oh, no. When voters are running on short fuse, this is exactly what I posted. They won't read it. They say, when voters, I mean, you can say, no, be a they may not make a video, no crime catcher, and another say, one here opposition, and I'm a catcher, and another one, or my by lose. We say, when voters are running on short fuse, under your second term, and it's like this, it's a sin against the people. And caught needless and negative publicity against your legacy and your candidate, Baumia. Against your legacy and your candidate. Okay. Small roundabout you do. You want to collect funds. Then President Akufo should have erected a statue at health insurance headquarters. Politicians don't listen until they lose power. Look at them, I'm a prophet, I make us. Me say politicians don't listen until they lose power. This is what I posted. Politicians don't listen until they lose power. This is November 8th. This is what I posted. This is what I posted. Did they did not listen. Again, party for Bebano Mababe diatem. And what they say, they see a power as saying, NPP before so supported best artist almost who did atem. Sir, almost best artist almost who did atem, sir. Because homework no one wasn't conforming in a money, not almost shadow. The work, I mean, this election, I said it from the beginning, that this election was for NDC to lose. It was for NDC to lose, and NDC shows actually, or mama opposition 8 years, or will do that. They will do whatever it takes, whatever homework. They will do it. And they did the homework. But the party people know they were listening.
Expecting that from here on we'll start seeing the results coming in. We thought that it's important to update our citizenry on the process for the collation of results as it pertains to our CI 127. Because the questions that we have received from the citizens is that, oh, the political parties have results and they have the pink sheets from, the polling stations. And indeed, it is true that all the political parties are giving copies of the results at the polling station level. I think this heightens the level of transparency. But under the CI 127, we also have a process for the collation of the results, and it does not stop at the polling station. It does not stop at the receipt of pink sheets from the polling stations. Ours is quite an elaborate process that involves the political party agents at every step of the way. Additionally, it involves the observers, the media, and citizens as well. And the process emanates from the pink sheets, and it's important to note that the pink sheets form the basis of the results that are announced whether it is at the constituency level for parliamentary candidates or whether it is at the national level for presidential candidates.
And the way I am, I mean, a James, and I like to say about 1 year and this winning will be a no moody James and a James of a when you James and Gazo baby a BDM. About 1 year fun said after that kind of grown form. I grow any form. I grow any form. And the umbrella form they do form no and then the floor MPP no. On my floor no big time. About to say if you said the election was closed. The election was closed. The election was closed, but said you say close. No one near the mommy can say ways and means. I said that. Say election will be winning ways and means. And this one understood ways and means. So. And they understood they said somebody winning they must win by resounding victory. So we no MPP before Ben one. Until they must win with Sunday, then disgrace them. What's that your results? Now let me show you what the Electoral Commission just announced. Any year on Modiaba. And they are showing you, say, Mama winning not just 1 million now. MPP for the winning year in 2016. They won by 1.6 million. 1.6 million. This is unprecedented win. 1.6 and 1.2. Obviously 1.2, 1.6 million. This is how much Mama won. Mama was okay, this is even by in PCFM on our website, and this is what is there. This is after a collation of 221 constituencies out of 276, because it says South County 276. Out of this, now Mama put a 5.5 million, 5,581,144 votes, which is 59.34%. This is out of 221 constituencies. And two times Mama on the base, and I said it far. They are solid and flinching. They didn't move. They did not move. Shabal, we have to vote from over 5 million votes in 2029. So say Baumia now got 3,690,474. 3,690,474. When I make a church, I want to waste a miss, Nasia. You be good, Massy. You be good, Massy. One say waste a miss, Nasia. You be good, Massy. If you look at what the Electoral Commission even projected, this is year projection. Then you let's go to Electoral Commission. And this is the Electoral Commission. And what the Electoral Commission is saying is that Mahama we need by 1.6 million votes. 1.6 million votes is the total number of voters. Mahama we need elections. So this is a classic disgrace. It's a coup d'etat. And before you see that if you go to 2016, if you look at the results in 2020, NBC gained, and I projected it here. Now, maybe catch them say, Nipa 2.5 million to my NBC. They gain more votes in 2020. Vote now we lose in 2016. No, even in 2020, no more gaining 2.7 million. 2.7 million. MPP and fine item. Nanado, who is the chief architect, you should have seen one fine. And the MPP so for now predicted the
results. And yes, I spoke about it, I prophesied about it. The same way God has been speaking to me over the years, He spoke to me. But the opposite occurred. The Bible says that let God be true and let all men be liars. I saw right, I heard right, but the opposite had occurred. And so there is nothing I can do, and I can say it's very interesting that in our walk with God, there are times that you feel you know Him so much, you have come to a place, and He always starts and redefines Himself to you.
Well, in the Reverend could see back on so I'm there, the kind of OT, and there are no one I can assemble there. But you see, this is not the first time a party be a lose power. Indiana, sometimes I feel nobody 18 and nobody 20, no, who be until they get to always look. If you have seen elections before, this is not the first time a party be a losing power, and this is not the first time party be a winning power. There's even a bigger challenge ahead for NDC. If you look at my vision now, or the actual one, we're itemizing them up by your first 120 days, you know. Some of the key things that were indicated, so there will be pressure on NDC to deliver. Number one, NDC supporters almost supporting NDC now want to be satisfied. And to say the NPP for unsatisfied, I'm for man to NDC supporters now want to be satisfied. Now that Mahama has won, the question is, obetimi satisfied on the first year now. And some of the key Niamaso dollar now was said to say no, president has shifted from Baumiani Nanadomo to Mahama. So these are the things that he will have to do. And then the burden will be on Mahama. In the first year, no dear. And said Mahama kind, there will be a honeymoon in government. Nobody will give him pressure. Because this one, the biggest indication or interpretation of the results is a coup d'etat against MPP. For MPP supporters now more greater courage. Listen, Ashanti Omwane say you do not apologize. And this is where President Akufo now buying is a classic difference. There's a classic difference between President Akufo buying and Addo buying, because President Akufo, when the going got tough, or no can Pedro once or say a memorandum. Now to say the whole inside, he admitted Nanado and ya admission ibida. Nanado and Jian to Musada. At the time when MPP for be crack as an Nanado Brabe apologize, say MPs 18 no mokase no challenge man koye banking sector crisis strategy now. Can override the buy and challenge only politician. Now we'll take a decision. They won't drain the political repercussions. Can override today. And so Abano is Baumia and Professor different say Baumia is the sacrificial lamb. The way I'm unprecedented every way. 1 year 2028 Baumia can over be MPP delegation to Mano. And that is why Canada Japan supporters now started yesterday Canada Japan for 2028, because it appears that Canada Japan they bet me any youth in Ababia, because they say they are before now. No MPP supporters are not even thinking rationally anymore. They are before Naba. Into a moon in such a lamp before. And MPP Christians no to go. MPP Muslims no go. What I say, even the MPP Christians are upset. They are angry. And they showed it. Beginning now, I am paying money, but it's not just about saying paying money. Because to win take them force to vote. Now I'm the case I am paying money. But the issue is how MPP manage this whole thing about religion. How they manage this whole thing about Baumia religiosity or the religion of Baumia, and how Baumia not also being a politician, also played into the hands of the novices around him. Some of the people around Baumia campaign team, campaign national elections and that. Obia compared you already, and I'm on the Baumia novices, people who have never run a national constituency campaign and a national campaign. I'm running a national campaign that no Mudidi Baumiechi. Baumia call a Philadelphia, not about your Mundi. I don't know money. Baumia the concession speech, no Obama and President Akufo Addo didn't once was a twice. Once one would be he is Spain or not. I was seven. Nanado, I can beginning. Nanado, dissociate yourself from the campaign. Yedi, because Baumia in our own course. Baumia problem in our own another own course. You have courted anger, a buffo for Baumia. Something we did last minute, MPP former Baumia called 15 times. They knew on the ground, they knew it. Okay, MPP voting the results, but they knew it. But they didn't have any contingency. They knew it, but they didn't have any contingency. And Dr. Professor Don Ferry said, 25 years ago, 55-year voters, MPP. Now they know Madam say, they didn't do anything about it. But they thought say be another catch up so yeah project that phone Jimmy 2016 mama a circle Dubai mama a rich hospital mama airport mama 37 37 shopping mall is the transmitted the damn office one so the Ghanaians voted against them. And this how we are class 1 politician. And because you don't know, say a true election 9 minutes, especially when the 8th term national. 8th term national. And before you cannot a friend say bring down the anger, the resentment of the people with projects. Because I think that Bianca and the Coposi or Twitter catch a Ghana for voters say Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled and deceived by the projects now NDC Amaya in 2016. Now a government that is incompetent or incompetent. Gabi posted this on Twitter. And the internet doesn't lie. The internet never forgets. Gabi and a couple way. So you come back in 2018. One of the mistakes of Nanado Abai. One Nanado Abai when NDC Ibrahim Mahama was not an official government position, then he said, Mahama, the woman is overqualified to even be a minister. But I just said, I can count a be a baby at 4. Fred and Felix, didn't put this cry. No, and almost 3 or 4 people, and but I'm going to official government position. Omuni official. But another girl, Jankumo said, hey, a creative arts council. Why? It will man, maybe that's one of the mistakes. A kind of operator say one, and then kind of tempo. At a video to your airport one. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? At the end of you sowed the seed of anger and resentment, and then Baumia is paying the price for it. And the question is that Baumia survive it. Mariamu to me survive it. Mariamu to me babak bill. Marsha moon to me babak bill. Marsha moon to me babak bill. It's sad. It's sad. It's a my yes, what I say, come on, man, for a Kotokoni has of focus. You play solid game. You himself have to lose at the end of the day, but we want a good game. But when the NPP did not even give a good contest. They didn't give you a good contest. And you see, for what no security expert, our bay or security near memo. You see, said the soldiers on a free polling station, and that's one of the ways they miss. You can't be road ross. They are busy running ross, doing unnecessary things. They can't rock here. They are confirm map and I'm this voting in such a look. I'm 8 years old. They are more hungry for power. They are more determined for power. More so much power. More did they mean? And they did your own people. Not your own people cry against you. And see, that's one of the things that NDC has that NPP doesn't have. NDC who say, call for power. She said 8 years in opposition. Yeah, call for Mahama. Papa, they were still dedicated to Mahama. More position. Party executives constituency for Juma Kramujo Musikasa. Munko back Namukoyes our homework. NPP for Munko back Namukoyes our homework. There are people who brought you, one of them, including that Mubez Bakoni Ashanti region, and O2 for Kayeno. Marco, Ashanti region and Kakofanochi Hospital, 2 for DJ Bosian, or 2 for Nayala Lala to build. In your stronghold, hospital and your 2 for the old. Hospital, no 2 for the old. Or 2 for hospital this year. Hospital no or 2 for Sika to go and fix the hospital. And you ferry and you money in your World Bank. One said the Asante Region will show down 60% turnout. Musumpo Omumpie. They no fool. Omumpie. They won't come out. Ashanti Region, East Region, so I'm. We said all these things here. You can't now. You can't be na police on Facebook. No, you can't. Mr. Ghana web story we crowd. Me can't hold. Me say NPP. Nanado luzua. Enkolang kete crowd. Mo manache. Enkolang kete. I'm looking for the story. Me chile mo. Me enkolang kete crowd. Mama che. Enkolang kete crowd. Mo mama che. Me kawa. You still didn't listen. Eno mo ne. The Ashanti region for na mo for so mo di omo Jimmy. In 1990, in 2004, even the second term of Akufo, Ashanti region came through. They voted massively, almost 80% for NPP. In 2008, even NPP forces another corner. Well, you found Ashanti region led by a friend saying, "Said almost another to which we would take him," and they were dedicated. They still voted Nanado from primaries against Alanchamatio, even against Alanchamatio in 2007, 2008. Ashanti region voted massively for Nanado. In 2012, Nanado elections here, NDC winning a call, election petition, called Supreme Court. Ashanti region came through, Eastern region came through, Greater Accra region came through, voted massively for Nanado. Election petition in outside about 2016, they all came up massively, over 70-75%, almost 80%. They all came up, Greater Courage, Ashanti East Region, voted massively for you. Who yeah? Dr. Akoto say who ye? Dr. Akoto says somebody who managed HEPIC and Akufo, Minister of Finance, Crown Farm, and who near operator on managing the economy. They are managing a data bank. They are managing a data bank. You chose the man over Akoto say, and obey a banking sector crisis. I want managing the year. You even the UT Bank boss, you are being any other. You all the business coming in the consistent back on business community, Kwanzaa State, Kwanzaa State, who won your budget? Mr. Anochi, Kwanzaa State, who won your budget? Or see the business community, no, 85% they are against Baumia because of the Kenofurata Baye. Nina, and Doctor, and I are not on prayer count. See, if when you drew their attention to it, they will reply you with it, and they are not qualified. Me say, Doc, classic example, you near Bema Kofitonto. Kofitonto fi America better than Ghana ye campaign. O kan pipi asama Kofitonto fo so onyansa che obia. O die no mo ne obeko. I'm say Kofitonto me nim hwe kra ma cover elections 7 elections. Are you kidding me? No ma kwaje ngwati e combat e combat di mu nyina. You go smell pepper. E combat di mu nyina eh. And two obviously NPP will bounce back. Oh yes, NPP will bounce back. But again 8 years time. Kafe na mama be di time no abrante bi no de na chieja no so aba beto aso ye kan mu ntie, and this is a classic indication that baby how baby answer. You must listen. POB message I send there, but say we the Ashantis will give them a showdown again if they don't change. And all cannot mo World Bank me Ashanti me tell na me ka say NDC World Bank and so na Ashanti region. Yet here the time muntie keke na mo fa feedback ni nya adwuma na do buy 2060 massive win 1 million votes na mo de ma o me say no two for kind no see a come ni anibre na nkofo di tuti a NDC wo so ba no anya adwuma the same come ni anibre they go vote against you.
Ti company for no ko John Mahama ko ka chance abane de come ni abufuo na to ye so we na bi ka ko jina TV3 kan so ko Mahama na ka chance de come ani abufuo na to ye as I call another also catch and say a come near before so no so ba no anya de come near before be sa to ji kan chen na do so ba na so wan hwe ye e come near before no e de pam Mahama no em bi de pam wo
ana no tu for kan no say come near libre no de to ye to ba ye me see komfo no che otu for na agitika no de ye e so am interchange ya ye fa ho is a major road sa kwan na akọ e tachiman sa kwan na le wa anye sa kwan no World Bank wa anye who go to Ashanti region for box site when you need what the bay interchange Poco say oh showdown I cry for the amount. Yes, when the fundamentals are weak, the voters will give you a showdown. No, the amount no showdown. That's why they give you no showdown. They give you showdown. Me kwa na na important because na na your friends of Baumi ade and na me for what is what kasa na so come na na yen kasa na what happened in the election. But Mr. Boatin, good evening.
Major Sumini Haba.
Mr. Boatin, what happened? What are predicting say? Baumia 50.6. Into what happened?
Yeah, election. No, me apologize, my fans. This is the first time my prediction. Amen. Yeah, this is the first time. Now, nienti abasa anya fe na me be chirichirim. Enti no a chopa na because we be credit me chi kwato bet ene na ya me ya no. Oh, yeah, so, ain't you know, this is the first time. By actually, betting whom come more ye, pa. Never so no, almost 3 and Pennyphobic Krana, if we are interested in we say, including former MPs, NDC4, who call Facebook, I make money penny because it's funny. Who frame me, a didn't come on, a bounce uncle ye, dear. What the accord was a poor water and Ben Nepson. Well, I did. Jamla Bequin, former Eswediama and former no, Tie, Ubu, me poo. A drew sable way, as some in Yamipe, Anna Mikasa Africa Centenny, Menkasa will be our platform, so say, for what in there. Fill the ones in Yamin Kwana Meko, and to report a minion, and no Namia day, maker. In fact, report na de kura ye nim niam na mo keka ni nyina banking sector bibia ba na enim say there are other things e was one ye. I think me say no intelligence report to be.
Yeah.
So ati ase ni nyina NPP fo anye. So hu. A day na me no ba ye interview ha no. Now I'm a few 1 week na ya to aba me bo ana. I don't know the kai.
Yeah, I got to 1 week.
Me blue fie no opanyin bi frame me was Paul. Yen ya kwa be fa so be wi ni election enim so wunum yen ye be ma omo party no nya kwaje party aye
NPP for na kasa na
NPP panyin na kan sa asa na kire no enu achi no enipa be ye 5 e ka kire me say e free sa abre yi ko no on be make sure say na na do ne nkofo ni nyina be free system no initial ni ehu sa ade na ne num se kufu abam no de sa ne ma na ye dai esi because enu so be kasa kire on but
person will set record say first and foremost who patch for sa prediction no.
Yeah, because I feel a bit dimechi dodo na wogidie wo mu so at to the sense we be dimechi to bet no it feels but I was here as a nipa me no me feel the security but my work politics more changing no na me but when it comes to security there I know there will be any say but any na your politics na be na yeah ntimi Israel the fans me te chewo na afi nso omo so aya ka say NDC no ahwan no munye NDC nsem me NDC me ka ho ne yete ye o ti ase obi create because we am appointment na say the me tena wada da am appointment say me to ndi no dia ya munya asasem ne nka sem e beboa wo man
okay
me President Mahama me man congratulations on NDC fo nyina o ma ya de tax ahead